Hey, yo, what's up, Holla at your boy, Fragrance Family, and welcome back to the Pastor Smell Good YouTube channel, where the scent is always lovely and the sillage is absolutely divine. I greet you guys in the name of peace, prosperity, and oh yes, perfumery. And it's another great day to be coming back, bringing you some lovely content on your favorite stop for fragrance reviews. On today, guys, we're gonna take a special trip to the House of Creed. But before we get into today's review, guys, a few things I would ask that you would please do for me, and that is to continue helping me march to that first milestone of 1,000 subscribers. Last I checked, we're close to about 880. And as we consistently upload content, we know we're going to continue to bring in new crops of people. And you all have a great role to play in that, simply because if you just like my videos and talk with me in the comment section, that's already enough to support me in the YouTube algorithm. And when you share this information out to whoever you think could use it and they give the videos views, that also helps us to march toward the first milestone of 1,000 subscribers. Also, guys, just as another way of having another avenue whereby I can communicate with you all, I am going to ask you all that are on Facebook, please like and follow my JTH Perfumeries Facebook page. We're going to continue the fragrance conversation there. We're going to continue to do some sharing when we're out and about, putting our noses on new fragrances, when we're looking at bargains, when we're just having a good time in our own world of perfumery. So guys, we're going to be doing all of that on the JTH Perfumeries Facebook page. So please, better yet, I'll tell you what, before we even review, y'all go ahead and do that for your boy right now. Just go ahead and check on out of the video, and, you know, I'll twiddle my thumbs a little bit, enjoy some of this fresh air, guys, because listen, I got up this morning, started washing clothes, so, you know, I already have the dryer going, and I'm outside on my porch right now, and just to be able to smell that beautiful fabric softener exhaust coming out in the air, it's just wonderful. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that while you guys run on over to Facebook, you know, type in JTH Perfumeries. You're gonna see me and my big nostrils there taking in, I think Creed's Green Irish Tweed is like my profile picture or my cover photo, but you'll see me there. Go ahead and like the video and please follow. All right, let's go ahead and get in today's featured review here of Creed Aventus Cologne. That's what I want to talk about on today. Those of you that have been following my channel long enough, you already know that years ago, I have given my thoughts on Creed Aventus. I think at that time I was dealing with a 2018 to 2019 batch. So if you want to hear my thoughts on that, you can go ahead and check out that video in my log history. Also, I was able to even get my nose on a 2016 version of Creed. And boy, that vanilla in that one is just absolutely awesome. But howbeit, we're here today and we're going to talk about Creed Aventus Cologne. So this is the featured fragrance. Now, as you guys can see, this is not the standard bottle because there are some really great people in FragCom. I love this community. You know how I got this bottle? I did a trade-off with a guy, and I don't know if it's that the Lord touched his heart or if he just felt that I was a cool cat. Guys, I don't even know if this brother is a subscriber to my channel or not, but I did a fragrance swap with him, which was a fair deal, going and coming. And for his own purposes, he just asked me, had I smelled Creed Aventus Cologne? And I said, I've smelled it before, but I've never owned anything. He said, well, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna fix you up a little something and send it to you on the house. So brother, thank you so very much for what you did. It is a blessing to my fragrance rotation. So let's go ahead and get into this video here. Let's start off with the head notes. In the head of this fragrance, you're gonna get some ginger, mandarin, and pink peppercorn. In the heart of the scent, you're gonna get some vetiver, patchouli, and pineapple. And in the base of the scent, we're going to get that birch, styrax, and musk. All right. Now, let me be the one to tell you, also in the base of this fragrance, I do pick up a little bit of ambergris. It's not listed there, but I do pick it up. So straight out of the atomizer, I'm going to go ahead and give myself a reapply on my palm. And I'm just going to let that get into the wind. And I'm gonna go right here on the base of my neck because I'm gonna be going out in a few. So this will just pretty much be my scent of the day. When you talk about Creed Aventus Cologne, let me be the first to tell you that this particular fragrance is most definitely going to be a lighter cologne version of the Eau de Parfum original. Okay, this fragrance is properly named. It is not as dense, it's not as heavy, it's not as rich, and that's okay because this fragrance does stand on its own toes. This fragrance does do its own thing, as to where I don't even think it is redundant for a person to own the original Aventus and to own the Cologne version. Now, this I will say, there was some note breakdowns I was reading, and some of the note breaks down did not even feature the pineapple note. So if you're researching this fragrance and you don't see the pineapple note and you're kind of turned off from getting the fragrance because you don't see it, let me be the one to tell you, Creed does list that pineapple note, and it is definitely noticeable, okay? The original Creed DNA is all over this scent. It's just a little bit lighter. You're gonna get some spiciness due to some ginger going on. You're gonna get that pink peppercorn spiciness going on. But guys, let me tell you this, that vetiver note and that pineapple note, it is fierce. This fragrance is fruity. This fragrance is a little bit green, and it's definitely woody due to the birch. And it does carry that signature ambergris that Creed does pretty much in the base of their scents. This fragrance here is very, very beautiful. When I smell Creed Aventus Cologne, guys, even this version will fill a room, okay? I need you to know that. I remember when this fragrance first came to me and I just took it out of the box and set it up on my shelf like for hours, I think maybe even 1 or 2 days. It kind of just lit up my office. So this fragrance here is going to be no slouch by any form of the imagination. I know when a lot of people hear cologne version of scents, they're turned off because they feel like they're going to be so airy, they're going to be so light that there's really no use in having it. But let me tell you guys something. This baby is no slouch. This stands on its own toes. It's not quite as aggressive in the pineapple, though it's noticeable. You get that bergamot, of course, you know, that's natural, but the spices of that ginger and that peppercorn, this puts some sting on that original Creed Aventus, but it's not heavier than the original Eau de Parfum Creed Aventus, if I could say it that way. If you were to be in a situation where you're like, okay, I'm gonna go with one or the other, you're not gonna lose anything with Aventus Cologne, okay? Now, let me be the one to tell you, I'm gonna be the first one to tell you that if I had to choose between the two, yes, I would rather the original Eau de Parfum Creed Aventus, I would. But guess what? I don't have a bottle of it in my rotation right now. I used it all up. But see, as long as I got this, I'm in no hurry because this does it for me. If you need that pineapple birch DNA, if you just got to have it, you're going to get it in the Aventus Cologne. Like I said, it's just a lighter, and for some people, a more wearable version of the original Aventus, okay? I've heard people tell me that, and when I say people told me that, I'm not talking about casual people. I'm talking about people that know perfumery, people that spend crazy money on their perfume budget every month. I'm talking about people that are serious about the batch variations of Creed, people whose noses are astute and accomplished when it comes to this stuff. Most of them say this one is the more wearable version of Creed Aventus. All right. So guys, what do you get overall? You're going to get a fruity, okay? You're going to get a spicy green birch, slight ambergris thing going on here with this scent. So with that being said, I think this scent is super versatile. I think you can do some of everything in it. I'm not going to do anything too important today, but this scent works. But if I was going to do some real important stuff, if I was going to formal or I was going to a civic event or something like that, I would put this stuff on and would not think twice of it. It's about in the low 60s here in Louisiana today with slight wind. And guess what? Performing wonderfully out here. It's doing just what I needed to do. Matter of fact, I put it on yesterday when I went to go conduct business to sell some life insurance. And I walk into the people's house and they're like, you smell absolutely wonderful. Right here, Creed Aventus Cologne. All right, guys. So if you're one of those people and you're not going to own both, please do not sleep on Aventus Cologne. Okay, don't sleep on it. This bad boy just does it. Listen, I'm kind of late to the party with this, but it's better late than never. Okay, and I'm glad to have my nose on this bad boy here. And I would say this is about close to about maybe 20 mils, maybe 25, close to 30. I don't know. But I'm going to have some fun with this stuff because see, in Louisiana right now, even though it's late December, it's not chilly around here. It's not cold at all. So this stuff is still going to work for me even in the month of December. All right. So let's go ahead and talk about the performance of Creed Aventus Cologne. Does this scent get up on off you? Honestly, I'm going to be real with you. She's above average in projection, and she's about an hour to an hour and a half for me. That's what I'm getting, above average. As far as the longevity of the scent, she's about 6 to 8 hours, and that's good for a cologne concentration. Okay, so when you deal with a lot of colognes, you're not gonna probably even get a full work day out of it, but you can get it with this. I've worn this fragrance to work, put it on to go to work, and toward the end of the school day, people are still saying, you smell wonderful. What is this? Right here, Creed Aventus Cologne. So the longevity is there. Sillage, I say a simple arm's length. Okay, it's not gonna do a whole lot with that. But in terms of the compliments, OMG. Listen, ladies, for your boo, for your son, for your nephew, your grandson, this will make an awesome gift for him. Because let me tell you something. When he puts this on, not only is it going to boost his confidence, but his confidence is just going to increase because everybody's going to be telling him how wonderful he smells everywhere he goes. There is something about this Creed DNA. Listen, before I got my first bottle of Creed, I was on YouTube listening to the reviews, and I'm just thinking people were hyping the stuff. I'm just thinking that people are just getting on here because they're getting kickbacks. Y'all, when I got my first bottle of Creed Aventus, I fully understood. Aventus Cologne is no slouch. I get just as much compliments from Cologne as I do the Eau de Parfum Aventus. Okay? I get just as much. I'm not losing nothing with that. Okay? Let me go ahead and say this. For the occasion, everything. Everything except probably go and play sports or something. All right? But I do everything in this. And this is good for young men. I'm talking men like, even if you're like maybe a junior or a senior in high school, going into college or whatever you're gonna go do, this works for you that young. Like this stuff is like so versatile. This is from 20s till death. I'm gonna be honest with you. I could see an older man wearing this, and when he passed by a group of young women, they like, ooh, whoa, Silver Fox, what you're wearing? Right here, Creed Aventus Cologne. I do everything in this. Like I said, I went to go sell insurance in this last night. I go to work in it. I go to preach in it. I go to church in it. I teach classes in this. When I'm just going run something to the post office, when I'm going to get grocery, this is just some good stuff to have on. Creed Aventus Cologne works for absolutely every occasion. I am really, really down with this stuff. So once again, to my special hookup, to my fellow who I did business with in a fragrance book group, I thank you so very much for sending me this. This is a great addition to my fragrance collection. And guys, I'm going to tell you this. I will own both Creed Aventus at the same time. Now, there's a Absolute one that's out right now. I'm really not even in a hurry to put my nose on it. I talked to a few people who told me some pretty good things, but hey, listen, I know what this is hitting for, and I know what the original Aventus is hitting for. I will have both of these in my collection, but guess what? I'm not gonna do nothing until I completely beat this bad boy down. And if this weather keeps up in Louisiana, I'll probably be done with this by the time February rolls around. All right, so guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. Once again, please go to my Facebook channel, Facebook page, JTH Perfumeries. Like and follow me there for more fragrance chatter. God bless you guys. Take care of yourselves and each other.